A lawyer can change the law by his words and triumph. So I feel कि आपकी स्पीच में बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी एंड हमारे स्टूडेंट्स ने काफ़ी लर्न किया एंड मैं चाहती हूँ कि बिकॉज लिटरली आई वॉज एन्जॉइंग अलॉट, आई वॉज लर्निंग अलॉट एंड वो इन्जॉयमेंट, वो लर्निंग जो आपने अभी यहाँ से ली है, उसके लिए एक ज़ोरदार तालियां फॉर सर स्पेसिफिकली दैट ही केम हियर, बहुत ही प्रेशियस टाइम निकाल करके वो यहाँ पर आए और उन्होंने इतनी अच्छी बातें आप लोगों को सिखाई. अभी मैं थोड़ा सा कुछ स्टूडेंट्स के साथ इंटरेक्शन चाहूँगी. सर, वी हैव सम स्टूडेंट्स एंड दे हैव सम क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू एंड दे वांट टू लर्न फ्रॉम यू मोर. सो मैं थोड़ी सी जहमत देना चाहूँगी, अगर आप वापस से आ सकते हैं या फिर मैं आपको माइक दे दूँ. Thank you so much, sir. So we have certain students. The first one is Anisha. Anisha, please do stand up and ask whatsoever you want to ask. You can come front if you want to come.
Sir, my question is, how was your feeling when you go for the Supreme Court first time?
That's a very interesting question. That is as good as going to your husband's house after your marriage. Because there is an expectation, there is a lot of hope, but there is a lot of nervousness. You know, the gown that we wear protects our leg motion, which may be like this. Your mouth will become completely dry. Ekdam सूखा हो जाएगा. You would have learned a lot of things in the morning, but when you see that two judges sitting there, you forgot everything. What to start, where to start, where to stop, no idea. But everybody starts like that. It's a very interesting feeling. I know that you are a student. Once you get married, you will get to know more about it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. It was a great question and मुझे नहीं लगता इससे बेहतरीन कोई आंसर हो सकता था. ये दिख रहा है, मतलब इतने साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, ऐसे ही आप केस नहीं जीत जाते, बहुत सारे एफर्ट्स लगते हैं. So there is one another student, Om Narayan. I want कि he should stand and ask his question. Om Narayan.
Hi sir, good evening.
Sir, from where you are coming from, which part of the country, just to know, for my sake.
Sir, I am from Haryana.
Haryana, my state. Yes.
Sir, my question is, what is the most challenging and tough case which you deal in your law journey?
What is the most
challenging case?
शुरुआत में पैसा नहीं है भाई. I told you the first phase, no case, no money. We will be just simply sitting in some chamber, looking at our senior. He may give you 1/2 cup chai, not even full cup. It depends upon the generosity of your senior. You know, now the things have changed. आजकल आपका campus recruitment भी शुरू कर दिया. हमारे ज़माने में कुछ नहीं था. We have to go to the senior's office. So the most difficult thing is, if you are as a youngster, if you don't have families to support, is to break the first case. In the sense, most challenging is to understand the trial part. जो trial courts में, how to take an evidence, how to deal with the witness, how to address the judges. Trial court, see, I'll tell you something. Anybody planning to start practice after law, straight coming to High Court and Supreme Court should not come. कम से कम 3 साल आप ट्रायल कोर्ट में होना चाहिए. That ragadna will happen there. You will understand the real tough practice in the trial court. You will learn everything. Trial court teaches you all trials of life. So, answering your question, the biggest challenge is dealing with your trial case for the first time, independently. When you have somebody with you, that's what, as somebody said, you only said, a friend is required in a long journey. So get hold of good friends. आपका जो कोलीग्स है, फ्रेंड्स है, आपको कोलीग्स हो सकता है. Your professors can be your mentors. So you require a hand holding. This is something like cycling. शुरुआत में थोड़ा ट्रेनिंग चाहिए. उसके बाद somebody will leave their hands. Then you will see that you yourself is cycling along. So this is something which that challenge is always there, especially in trial court and trial practice to start with.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I feel the students are on fire note and sir's answers are super awesome. मतलब मुझे अभी तक ये फील आ रहा है, दिस इज़ अ प्रोफेशन लाइक वो सॉन्ग सुना था मैंने, क्यों पैसा पैसा करती है, एंड इट्स व्हेन इट एंड्स विद पैसे की लगा दूँ डेरी जो एक बार तू हो जाए मेरी. सो आई फील द सेम थिंग विद दिस प्रोफेशन ऑल्सो. So sir, literally, matlab your answer is just fantabulous, I would say. There is another student, sir, and it's I think Shahina or Sahina. So I would like her to stand and ask her question.
Sir, what kind of cases do you enjoy handling most?
You are asking a personal question to me. It is just like asking which of the आप क्या खाने के लिए क्या पसंद करते हैं. See, I personally, if you ask me a very personal question, even though commercial litigation gives you money, I feel most satisfied when a person who cannot afford to give me fees, and if I am able to bring him justice, I feel that I have done my part very truly to my profession.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Shaina, and thank you so much, sir. Another student, Rampal. So Rampal, please do stand. Yes.
गुड इवनिंग सर, मेरा नाम रामपाल मिश्रा है, मैं उत्तर प्रदेश गोरखपुर से हूँ. सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है आपसे कि आपके इतने सालों के प्रैक्टिस के दौरान आपको ऐसा नहीं लगा कि हमें जज होना चाहिए, और अगर जो होना चाहिए तो क्यों, और नहीं होना चाहिए तो क्यों?
The place that he is coming from is Yogityanath ji's constituency. So the question is, should I become a judge or not? If yes, why? If not, why? I should say that I am falling in the zone of, maybe soon will be falling in the, in law there is a concept called zone of consideration. You will fall in the zone of consideration to be considered as a judge. I'll tell you my personal reasons of not becoming, or why I should become. I'll tell you for not becoming is that as a lawyer, you enjoy a more freedom than a judge. Aapka freedom, nobody can curtail as a lawyer. And I enjoy it. If today, if somebody asks me to become a judge, I may not take it because I want to enjoy my freedom. When I say freedom, अगर मेरे घर पे एक बोरी भर के कुछ पैसा लेके आएगा तो कोई नहीं पूछेगा if I am a वकील. But if I am a judge, somebody will ask why. It's not just money. It is actually, see, as a lawyer, what happens is, I practice in all the constitutional courts. I appear in your Allahabad High Court. I've been to your Lucknow High Court. I've been to Orissa High Court. I've appeared in Jammu Kashmir High Court, Punjab, Haryana, Madras, Kerala. I've appeared in more than 10 plus or 12 plus high courts. If I'm a judge, I am limited to that particular room, one particular courtroom. I enjoy going out to meeting out many people, handling different type of cases. As a judge, what happens? आपको एक रोस्टर देते हैं चीफ जस्टिस. वही रोस्टर के हिसाब से आपको 6 महीने उस रोस्टर में बैठना पड़ेगा. वो तो रेंट कंट्रोल का केस होगा, समटाइम्स इट बी क्रिमिनल केस होगा, सिविल केसेस होगा, IPR डिवीजन होगा, ये होगा, कमर्शियल डिवीजन होगा, बट आपको कोई चॉइस नहीं है. आई थिंक द बेसिक प्रॉब्लम इन और बेसिक डिफिकल्टी पर्सनली आई फील इज दैट एज अ जज फ्रीडम बहुत कटेल होता है, पैसा बहुत कम है, फैसिलिटीज़ है कुछ, बट considering the freedom and this thing, I would prefer to be a lawyer because I can be anywhere, anytime, with anybody, with any money, anywhere for that matter. Anytime, anywhere, anybody, I can be there. But as a judge, now I should tell you why I should become a judge. Why you should become a judge is because lawyers only argue for one side. एक पक्ष के लिए हम बोलते हैं. A judge actually is, हम judges को lordship बोलते हैं. Because justice is the character of God. दोनों के बीच में if somebody is put as an arbiter to decide, you are actually dispensing justice which is a character of God. That is why we bow before him. कोर्ट के अंदर हम घुसने के टाइम पे जज साहब को देखे हम we bow it because out of respect, and we respect that this person is doing a very divine job. So judging between people, judging on issues, judging on facts, judging on law is a very divine, very, very precious divine duty. If you are willing to do a divine duty as a pandit, same this thing is there. So if you are willing to do that, you should take up that. Second, if you want a peaceful life and a good retirement and a good pension, you should take it, judgeship. And you can also render justice in a big fashion. Whoever, both parties coming to you, you are deciding their fate. So you may not have the breadth of practice, but you will have the depth of practice. जो cases आपके सामने आता है, you will be able to decide and give faisla on that. So it is better. So as a lawyer, you will have the breadth of practice, but as a judge, you will have the depth of practice in exercising law. Only to maybe 10 cases in a day appearing before you, but you can do justice there. So it is your personal choice what you want to become, what freedom you want to enjoy, and what are the things that you want to do. So I have experience of having close family as my father-in-law was a judge. I understood what difficulty he had, while he was traveling. अरे कहीं पे भी जब पर्सनल PSO पीछे आ जाता है यार, क्या जरूरत है? We can be free, we can go anywhere to any market, anywhere I can be found, a lot of freedom is there. I've seen that. So I as a person, if you ask me, my personal answer is, apart from the depth and the breadth, I said, freedom. Lawyers को इतना freedom है, we enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
A witty question and a witty answer. And I feel my honor is honorable because he doesn't give decision. He is actually giving verdict. तो इट्स ट्रू बहुत मुश्किल होता है डिसीजन लेना, अपनी लाइफ के डिसीजन लेना, और फिर अपनी लाइफ के बाद अगर किसी और की लाइफ के डिसीजंस आपको लेने पड़ रहे हो, सो इट्स ट्रूली वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. नाउ एज आई सेड, thank you so much, sir. I also have a question for you, but I just want to give stage to students कि वो पहले अपनी बात रखें. Now we have Aditi. Aditi, ask your question. Mic. Sir, there is one.
So right now only you said that just it is one of the greatest pleasure when you can bring justice to someone of an average grade. But how do you deal when you know your client is the wrong one and you are being true to your job because that's what you're doing, I mean representing your client, but you win and the other person loses. So what do you say to yourself, and how do you deal with morality then?
What is your basic graduation subject?
I'm a BSc.
BSc in?
Zoology.
Thank you. Very, very tough question to be answered in a one-day seminar on law and morality. It is like this. You are assistant, sit down, please sit down. as a lawyer, you are assisting as an officer of the court, helping the judge to render a judgment. Please mark my words, you are assisting the court to render a judgment in a court of law. It is not a question of right or wrong. It is a question of two sides of the same story. Like a famous quote by Justice J.R. Midha, who was an ex-Delhi High Court judge, who said, in a court, both the plaintiff and the defendant knows the truth and the judge is on trial. दोनों पार्टी को सच्चाई मालूम है, but the judge is on trial. So when you ask me how do you think, see, I have dealt with, I don't know whether you have looked up my Google profile. I have actually saved a person from death penalty who is alleged to have committed 7 murders from Supreme Court after his clemency was rejected by the Honorable President of India. In this world, it is only me and he knows that he is innocent. Entire evidence is against him. It's a big story. If I start telling the story, it's a big thing. But what we presented to the court is another side of the story. There is a prosecution side, there is a defense side. What weighs with the evidence wins. That is what happens in the court. So, it is what is right or wrong is also according to the eyes of law. In the definitions of, even once you learn law, you know, killing itself has into 2 classifications. Culpable homicide not amounting to murder, then murder per se is there. Then suicide is there. So culpable homicide and murder, death happens. But how it is being classified or categorized is to be done by the lawyer. So what we are trying to say is not right or wrong. We are trying to say what is according to law and applied to that situation. Whether this qualifies. So lot of things is that smart lawyers are, see, one thing I'll tell you. You take it to me, whoever is looking to practice on criminal side, you don't have to prove the truth. You don't have to prove the truth. Our prosecution story destroy karo. Destroy the prosecution story. I'll tell you one more reason why. A crime is happening. When will the police come? Police kab aayega? After the crime. So what will they see? Crime scene. Then what will the policeman do? He'll collect some evidences. उसके बाद वो घर पे जाके एक स्टोरी बनाना शुरू करेगा. That is what he's doing. Ask any policeman. ये सारे circumstantial evidences, ocular evidences, material objects, we call it material objects. What is being seen is ocular evidences, circumstantial evidences, सारे तीनों जोड़ के एक story. Dang, 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 dang. As good as a film screenplay. And then he writes that, and that story he tries to establish in the court with the evidences. जितना भी evidence collect है, वो story वो prove करने के लिए कोशिश करेगा. हम defense lawyers वो तोड़ने के लिए कोशिश करेगा. अगर सच्चाई है, then he will win. Most of the times, if such good evidences are there, why people are acquitted? Answering your question is because lack of good prosecution in our country. हमारा पुलिस इतना खराब है, हमारा एविडेंस सिस्टम इतना खराब है, हमारा फॉरेंसिक साइंस इतना खराब है. अभी BNSS में कुछ चेंजेस आ गया, but otherwise nothing. We can break the prosecution story like this. Smart lawyers. That's why criminal lawyers make a lot of money. बहुत पैसा कमाते हैं, बहुत पैसा. Got my point? Did I make myself clear or confuse you? If you cannot clarify, confuse the judge. That's very important. Learn in this profession. Suppose you have a weak case. Don't try to clarify the case to the judge. Confuse the judge.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Sir, because Abhi, you were talking of capital punishment, so I just want to ask you one thing. I was reading an article, and that was related to APJ Abdul Kalam. He was giving some kind of statement, and he was saying that giving capital punishment is very, very difficult for anyone. So it was like, he said there should be some kind of research. But when the researches are done, so it is concluded that most of the cases in which capital punishment is given, maximum people are not from so good socio-economic background. So is it true?
Absolutely. See, I am part of the death penalty clinic of National Law University, Delhi. Anybody got an admission to NLU? NLU Delhi? Yeah. I'm part of the death penalty clinic. I work with the faculty of death penalty clinic. They have a project called Project 39A of the Constitution. So there they done a research on this, exactly what you said. And my judgment is also a cited judgment by a 3-bench called MAA versus State is what it is. There the conclusion from all these researchers is that the death penalty is people from socio-economically backward people. It's a truth. It doesn't mean that, you know what is the reason for that? Is it because जो अमीर लोग हैं वो कुछ कांड नहीं कर रहे? They are doing it, but they are getting smart lawyers. So today, unfortunately, that's what Mr. Anil, when you were saying, it actually touched my heart. See, because today in India, I mean, you are young people, जितना पैसा उतना बढ़िया वकील. So try to, in your starting of your profession, you will not get many cases, but start taking pro bono cases. Try to do jail visits. There are a lot of people squandering in the jails who are unable to get legal assistance. Take it to my associate Amit Masi, who is going to speak, who is a brilliant speaker than me. He joined me as an associate and he started his practice with me in my chambers. They have gone to people to understand all these things and take it to seniors to conclude the cases. So what happens is, today, as you rightly said, one citizen's socio-economic, जेब में कितना पैसा है, that will define the outcome of your criminal justice. It's because you have the brilliant lawyers coming and you have people, see, poor men, poor legal aid for poor by poor lawyers who have poor understanding of law. That is what is happening for India today. Legal aid mein, whoever is rendering their service don't do much of a work. So these poor people get convicted. Same brief you give to a Ram Jethmalani or Mahesh Jethmalani or Siddharth Luthra, they will get you acquitted. So what was the fault? The fault was in not having money to hire the best lawyers. So socio-economic factor, as ma'am rightly said, is a very, very, capital punishments are maximum given to them, and court has now said before awarding capital punishment, you should look into the socio-economic background of the culprit, of the convict. There is a judgment of the Supreme Court on that.
Thank you so much, sir. And I feel that's why being a judge is very difficult. Okay, now one last question from Gaurav and we'll end this up, and then after this we'll call Amit sir to come on the stage. Gaurav? Oh, you have a question? So first Gaurav will ask and then you, then we'll end it up, okay?
Gaurav, you will be a very successful lawyer. You are so tall, man. दूर से दिखाई देते हैं, हाँ?
My name is Gaurav Rai.
Louder, louder. Your voice also should be very loud.
So my name is Gaurav Rai.
जोर से बोलो.
So my name is Gaurav Rai.
Yes, please, carry on.
I'm pursuing my LLB in CLC.
CLC, that's where I graduated from.
First generation law. As a first generation lawyer, what mistakes should I refrain from doing in my law school?
What did he say?
Can I repeat?
As a first generation lawyer, what mistakes you should avoid?
Should I refrain from doing in my law school?
You should be avoiding all mistakes others also avoid. There is no difference between first generation and second generation. The law actually calls for equal treatment for all. So you should be having the same standards that is set for a second generation lawyer or a third generation lawyer. First, one thing, I'll tell you something. This uncle papa syndrome, that is called first generation, second generation, correct? Mera papa wo vakil de, mera chacha, correct? Oh, uncle papa syndrome, forget it. If you're good, nobody can stop you. You should read the book of B.R. Ambedkar. See, you should read autobiographies and biographies of these great personalities. It's the biggest inspiration in life. When we go low in life, we'll know much greater people who have done bigger things than us. You see, B.R. Ambedkar, his studies, how it happened. Except for one person, one Raja, one Maharaja, I forgot which place it is, funded his entire education for England. Otherwise, he stopped his studies. इनके पास पैसा नहीं था, कुछ भी नहीं था. And he was from a socially backward class. It is because somebody was there, for him, he achieved. But there are people, he's a first generation lawyer. So don't worry that मेरा पापा वकील नहीं है, मेरा चाचा जज नहीं है, वो विधायक नहीं है. Forget it. If you are good, our country is a beautiful country. All said and done. Anybody in this country can become a prime minister. Anybody in this country can become a chief justice. Anybody in the country can become the president of India. That's what we see today in our country. Who are these people? Who is our prime minister? Who is our president? Who is our chief justice? The president is from a scheduled tribe. The chief justice is is a first generation lawyer from a Buddhist community. And your prime minister is not coming from any political family. So, इसमें first generation, second generation क्या बात है? If you are good, किस्मत अच्छा है, हो जाएगा. Study, work hard. See, something which both your founders said, be truthful. Be truthful to yourself and to your profession. And be accountable to fellow citizens. And do hard work. See, I tell my juniors, you can ask them. I have produced more than 25 juniors, and 3 of them have become advocate on records in Supreme Court, and 2 of them, I wanted him to join the judiciary. I mean, he's on the way, I think, but I don't know. One more person is there. I want to, before I hang my boots, I want 5 judges to be trained by me. That's my desire. So if any of you during your law wants to do an internship, most welcome to our office in Delhi, Kochi or Dubai. You can go and do your 1 month internship. I can accommodate people from Adda 24/7. Now I've come here. So that I can do. And what I'm trying to say is that you can become successful only 2 mantras. One is hard work. Second is uprightness and truthfulness. You will become successful in life. Any profession. Hard work and truthfulness is equal to success.
Thank you, sir. I don't know, suddenly I changed my mind. मतलब if I get this opportunity to work under you, तो फिर मैं तो अपना profession change कर लेती. मतलब because there are lots of things to learn. One last question from one student, and I will ask one thing again to you, but the student is there. So yes, beta, Mike. Please do tell your name also.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I'm Shivani. Sir, my question is, this is my starting journey and I'm confused. Is litigation good for a woman? I want to go with judiciary, but I'm confused. And my another question is, which college you are studying in?
I studied in which college? Okay. I take this as the last question. Whatever I spoke, she is doubting my educational qualification. Sit, I'll answer it. Thank you, sister, for that question. This is something which troubles every female colleague in the profession. I live with a lawyer who is my wife. She is an advocate on record. I have a sister. She is into law. She is teaching law in the university back in South. I wanted to make my mother also study law. But I have two retired persons who has joined me after their corporate work as juniors. One lady, she has joined me after retiring as an executive director of LIC, or as a second innings has joined as my junior. One retired parliamentarian after his term as a Rajya Sabha member wanted to start at the second innings as a lawyer, started me and joined me as technically my junior. He is as old as my father, but joined me as my junior. Age is no bar, gender is no bar. That's what I said. If God willing, after two Chief Justices, the next Chief Justice of India would be a woman, Justice B.V. Nagaratnama. She is from Karnataka. Chief Justice of India. We had Fatima Bibi as the first women judge. Then we have many judges who is coming into it. So, sister, answering your question, for a gender, yes, there are challenges. I am not saying there is no challenge at all. Balancing work, life, family, all these are there. But it is how you balance all this and you are able to come successful in this. So if you want to join the judiciary, it is just like you have seen high jump. For a high jump, you cannot stand here and jump over. You have to run from a distance and there is a charging up, then you hope, then you go up, then you cross the bar. Correct? There is a run up towards a high jump. So litigation is actually a run up towards judiciary. So unless and until you have a litigation practice otherwise, ye vakil log, when you are sitting as a judge, aapko bekoof banayega. They will tell all sorts of stories. You don't know what's happening. Suppose you are there 3 years. Now for judiciary, 3 years practice has become mandatory. Aapko malum hai na? 3 years practice. This is the reason. Because we have seen, I have appeared before magistrate, chit of a girl telling me all sort of things. She is telling from the book. She doesn't know anything. I said, what are you saying? Ladyship, what else can I call? I was thinking in my, what stupid lady is she? But she's just come out of the college, just got into some exam and without practice, just coming and sitting there with all humility and respect, we say all good things before them. Coming out, we'll say, yaar, kya baat kar rahe? Iska aate nahi, she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know the basics. So these 3 years of practice actually will teach you the basics. You will know how to manage the court craft. 2 lawyers you have to manage. 2 vidwans coming before you. You have to manage them and give a third different view. So it is like thesis, antithesis and synthesis. There is something which is being said, something against being said, then you apply the law and give the judgment. So this actually comes only from litigation practice. So I would say, irrespective of your gender, 3 to 5 years of practice, 3 years at least you should do, and then you decide where you want to go into the judiciary, even in corporates for that matter. I've seen legal officers coming without no knowledge about quote-unquote proceedings. Once you are there, in the first 3 years, it's a fantastic time that you are a student, continued legal education happens in the first 3 years. College ke baad, ek practical training. I always tell my juniors, we are lucky as lawyers because एक बार एक case dismiss होने से ऊपर एक appeal है. Suppose you are as doctors, you are given a person, the person dies because you commit a mistake as a junior. There is no appeal about that. Person का death हो गया. डॉक्टर है, डॉक्टरी में internship is so this thing, but as a lawyer, as intern in practice, you make mistakes. You correct your mistakes in appeal court. First appeal, second appeal, so High Court, Supreme Court. In medical profession, there is no appeal, no? Finished. एक बार गलत काम किया तो गया. So you should be careful, but as a law practitioner, you should be as careful as you handle a delicate body. We are not only handling a body, we are handling a soul, we are handling a mind, we are handling a relationship. You should be very, very careful. So 3 years of dedicated practice, as with the all precision of a doctor, would make you a very successful lawyer, which you can graduate into a judicial member. There are a lot of options that is available these days. Most of our judicial chairs are vacant. We have a matter now coming next week in the Consumer Forum. In the State Commission in Delhi, there are only 2 members. Vacant hai baki. Women, where are you? Go and sit there. So vacancies are available, fill it up, but get your practice of 3 years minimum. That's what the Supreme Court also felt, that 3 years practice is bare minimum required for you to get into judiciary. Did I answer your question?
Thank you, sir. One last question and answer in one word, sir. Na? मतलब I'm just seeing your answers. बहुत अच्छे हैं. So how do you come up with such witful answers? Is it a birth-born talent or you have developed the skill with time?
This is called the knowledge gym, which I practice every day from 4 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And I charge for this.
Oh, I'm ready to pay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank
I
you.
think one clap for sir. It's a great introduction.
I didn't answer your question. कहाँ से पढ़ाई करके आया है? ये पूछा ना?
Which college did you study in?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. I did my graduation in BA Political Science and honors. I was a university rank holder. After that, I did my management from down south in Cochin University. I was campus recruited here to launch Honda City cars way back in 96, 97. I did my law from Campus Law Center. And after that, I did my 3 diplomas from ILI. I wanted to do my ILM and doctorate, but I didn't get time. I am training these type of youngsters to be better people than me. My most happiest moment, that will be my closing remarks. I would be the most happiest person when one of my juniors become the Chief Justice of any High Court. Thank you.